Today has been a long day, guys. We've helped a lot of people. We had about 15 cases today, and I've already, I put out 2 videos today already, and I'm just finishing up for the day in the clinic here. And we had our last case, and this case was so good, I had to do a 3rd video today to share with you guys because I've been slacking because we've been so crazy busy helping people, but I've been slacking the last 2-3 months, and I want to put these videos out for you guys. This case was amazing. This child was based out of the United States, so they're really far away from us. This was a video conference consult, and we were able to analyze the case, find the perfect medicine, and homeopathy did the rest of the magic. In this case so far, this is 7 days on this medicine. We prescribed the medicine June 29th. Today is July 6th. This is like 7 days. And I'm as shocked as the parents were with this case. But this case was a case of autism. The child, it was a male. He was a little boy, 2 years, 9 months old. Main complaint, autism, developmental delays. Now with this child, this is different than what we typically see, or it's not as common. We do see it, but not as common. There was a dullness to this child. So a lot of children with autism, they are aware of everything. They understand what's going on. They could they could do everything. They understand everything. They understand commands. They understand when you ask them stuff. They just can't speak, or they only speak when prompted. This child, on the other hand, had a hard time understanding anything. There's a little bit of a dullness in this case. The parents told me he doesn't understand anything, doesn't understand his name, doesn't understand anything you tell him to do. He won't answer to anything you tell him to do. He won't do it. He doesn't say whether he's thirsty or hungry. They just feed him. Like, he won't even go to the fridge, So it was kind of sad. There's no words at all. He doesn't even know his name. This type of thing, So it was pretty bad. And then you have all the other main complaints: nail biting, chewing on things, sucking on objects. He hits himself in the head. So this was every day, multiple times per day, striking himself in the head when he got frustrated or he didn't get what he wanted, okay? That was huge. What was interesting was his personality. He was very easy to manage. He never fought back. He never got upset. He never got upset easily. The interesting thing was he was sensitive to reprimands. This is a huge indicator. Personality type, which is one piece of the puzzle that leads us to the medicine for autism. Very sensitive to reprimands. If they yell at him, if they get angry at him, or they have to discipline him by raising their voice, he got upset. He would cry. Right away, he would go up to them and want to be hugged, caressed, held, comforted, Not all kids are like this. This child had this so very strongly. It led us to a certain medicine that fit the rest of the case also. That was one piece of the puzzle, but it fit the rest of the case also. It was a great medicine. This medicine was carcinosin, was the medicine this child needed. 1 dose of it. He's going to need repeated doses in the future, like maybe every 2 weeks. We'll see. But 1 dose so far was on day 1. The next day, everything drastically changed for this child. The parents are so happy, and I'm excited too. So it's amazing. But carcinosin was a medicine. This will not fit every child. You do not give this to every child. This fit this case. The medicine is always individualized for the symptom picture of that case. Okay? So we had that. Let's go to the follow-up. I want to read you guys what happened. They told me he hits his head rarely now. Before, he was doing it all day, and he's barely doing it at all. It's almost completely gone in 7 days. They said this is a very significant change, the parents told me. He's more engaged with mom and dad, they told me. He's less frustrated now, they told me. They were very surprised, mom said. The absolute next day, 24 hours after the single dose, the hitting of the head when he gets frustrated or doesn't get what he wants went away. He's more engaged. He's less frustrated. He's happier than before, were their words. He has more physical ability, which is interesting. A lot of these kids are unstable on their feet. They can't climb upstairs confidently. They can't jump with both feet off the ground. Like this type of stuff that we see. This child he was jumping a little bit before. Now he's jumping higher. He's jumping with both feet off the ground. He goes up and down the stairs, they said, climbing up and down the stairs like an expert, the dad told me. So there's no more hesitancy. There's more coordination from the mind to the limbs, to the legs. There's more coordination now. It's all a mind thing. It was never anything with the legs. It's all in the mind, the control. He seems happier than before. Even the anger is not as long-lived, the dad told me. This is the dad's words I'm reading right now off the intake form, or off the follow-up. Even the anger is not as long-lived as it was before. It's only a couple minutes, and he's easily diverted. He diverts himself, they said, a long time. So he'll, if he's upset, he'll go right to something else, and it's not a problem anymore. They said he's even making more sounds now, baby sounds, but way more sounds this week than ever before starting this medicine. So it's not words yet, but when a child is totally mute and there's no words at all, it will start as if they're an infant or like a young child. They will start with babbling. Then from babbling, they'll start repeating. Then from repeating, they'll put 2 or 3 words together. So he's starting at this point, but the babbling has been a lot this last week, they said. So he's starting, this medicine unfolded everything for this child. He understands a little bit more. They now said. I said, give me an example of how do you see that? What's different that he understands more? Well, the dad said it's funny. We're playing hide and seek or tag, and he's chasing him. So he was in the basement. They're both in the basement. Dad chases him. The kid runs upstairs. They're having fun. The child runs upstairs, and then he said this time he always just kind of runs around, but he went and hid this time. And they're playing and laughing the whole time. He went and hid this time in Dad's office behind the door. So he went behind the door and hid. And then when Dad found him, he started smiling and was happy that he got found, almost like he was playing hide and seek. So these are just like little things off 1 dose of carcinosin. The case fit, the medicine fit this case perfectly. And then you see magic with the child's body starting to heal. It's not the medicine. The medicine is just that little trigger, that little push that he's needed for years. And you see the change. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So it's 4:30. I had to share this with you guys before I'm done for the day and go home. But this was the 3rd case we shared today. I'm trying to catch up on all these cases that I haven't been doing for you guys, so you guys could see what's possible. So anyways, see a classical homeopath in your area that specializes in autism. If you need any help, you give me a call, 289-337-4223. We do treat all over the world through Skype consults or online consults too, okay? So any questions, any concerns, give me a call. I'll help you guys as much as I can. And this is what we do, and this is what homeopathy does. Is very powerful when it's prescribed correctly. So I wish you guys all the best.